Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Yahweh, which is named the Most High, and Yahweh Shai, which is named the only begotten Son, and the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I just want to do a little video, man. I'm going to entitle this A Time to Build and a Time to Throw Down, man. Okay, and right now, man, we're in the time of what? We're at the time of being, of this place being torn down, man. Right, being thrown down. Right? Specifically speaking about, America, also known as Babylon the Great, but, not just America, man. Okay, scriptures say what? That all nations of the world are going to be brought under the dominion of Christ, man. Okay, Christ being what? Yahweh Shai, right? Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay, but all nations of the world are going to be brought down low, man. Right? All nations are going to be brought down under who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. Okay, what is that? That's the book of Isaiah, the 9th chapter, man. Start at verse 5. Okay, and if I got time, maybe we'll even get that a little later. But anyway, man, we'll just jump right into the lesson, man. Right, getting right into it. Right, all jokes aside. Well, for right now, that is. Anyway, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time, to every purpose under the sun, under the heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose. And let's stop there for a second. A time to get and a time to lose. And that's what a lot of our people can't get, man. All right, I say, look, man, we as the hopeful men of the Lord, man, we're in a time of losing, man. Okay, that's why you see, man, us compared to, these people in the world, we have such terrible luck, man. Well, a vast majority of us, man. All right, we got, if something bad happens, and if, 1,000 people, it'll be us to happen to. You know what I'm saying? And then you can notice it, man. I've seen it, man. Right, I've seen it. I mean, damn, and I can't even make a joke about that. But anyway, that's the time that we're really in now, man. Right, a time to get, but it's also a time to lose. That's the time that we're in now. Anyway, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. Right, and the Christians won't bring that up, though. Right, the Bible says that there's a time to hate somebody. Nobody would talk about that, though. Right, because again, the Bible is all about love, is what the Christian church teaches. Cats don't know what the hell they're talking about, man. Bible says that there's a time to love, but also a time to hate. Right, and that's the Lord's an even balance, man. The Lord loves, but he also hates, man. Okay? The Lord loves, but he also hates. That's the Lord, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Alright? The Most High Yahweh, he loves, but he also hates, man. The Lord is an even balance, man. Okay, and anybody saying otherwise doesn't know the scriptures. Okay, anyway, we'll get another precept here. All right, this is the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 4. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places, whereof saith the Lord of hosts, that they shall build, but I will throw down. They shall slack it, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever. Right, and that's what's going on right now, man. Esau, which, Esau, Edom is what the so-called white man, right, the so-called Caucasians, are the Edomites of the Bible, man. Right, and they've what? They have dominion over the earth right now, man. Okay, that's why, what is that? 2nd Ezra's chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, but Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. Right, so Esau is the end of the world, man. All right, and Jacob is the beginning of it that comes. Which is what? The kingdom to come, man. Okay, but Esau, which is what? The goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of. He's the ruler of this current world, man. Okay, you got guys out there saying that Edomites were done away with. That can't be proven in the scriptures. First of all, how the hell could they be done away with if the scripture said that the Edomites will be the end of the world? You can't really get around that one. Anyway, excuse me. Anyway, a couple more precepts. Alright, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 6. It says, flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Right? And it says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, They made all the earth drunken, and the nations have drunk of her wine. Therefore are the nations mad. And that's what you see going on right now, man. All right, and that goes in what? That's Revelation, the 17th chapter, right? The whore, which is, America, Babylon the Great, where she made all the earth drunk by her fornication, which her fornication is her philosophy, right, in her ways of life, the American ways of life. And to prove that, man, all you got to do is look no further than, Saudi Arabia, man. Over in Saudi Arabia, there wasn't, not too long ago, and I mean maybe like, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, and further back, women were restricted on what they could do. They had to, walk down behind their man, right, with their body covered up. And they couldn't drive vehicles, but guess what? Now they can. Now they can drive vehicles. And why is that? Because America gave them the influence to do that, man. And that's why, it says, what, the whore that corrupted the earth with her fornication, which is America. That ain't talking about no Vatican City. Cats don't know them scriptures. That's just one example. Or another one, the homosexuality, right? The LGBT, agenda, man. All the nations started to follow that. Why? Because America was, pushing that out, man. Okay, America was the one doing that. As a matter of fact, Hillary Clinton said herself when she was running for office that once something is pushed in America, the whole world follows. And you can look that clip up online, man. Right, that's what she said. Which is true, right? Once something is pushed here in America as being the normal, right, as being cool, then everyone else pretty much follows, man. When I say everybody, I don't mean literally every, exact nation, but a vast majority of the nations, man. Okay? And again, this breakdown, you won't get this in the church, man. The church don't talk about this. Why? Because, they're under the 501c3, right? They're being paid by, the government, right? Being, don't have to pay their taxes as long as they don't teach certain things, right? So they sold out, man. They signed that deal with the devil, man. Okay, sold out for that cash. Anyway, let me see. Nations have been drunk of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. It says, howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reached unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. Right, and that's true, man. That's true. What is that? Revelation, the 18th chapter says what? Her sins are reached unto heaven. So this clearly proves, by comparing them, together, it clearly proves that it's, talking about the same place, man. This isn't talking about, ancient Babylon with King Nebuchadnezzar. This isn't talking about that. This is talking about America. Okay, this is talking about America, man. This isn't talking about the ancient Babylon that's located over in Iraq. It doesn't fit the prophecy. All right? Guys will, read this and say, oh, well, that's, Isaiah or Jeremiah. So see, that already happened. No, that didn't happen. All right? And first of all, how could that have happened? Like, say, for an example, Isaiah, the 13th chapter, how could that have happened if it says that Babylon should be a desolation among the nations? If that already happened with ancient Babylon, right, with Nebuchadnezzar, well, people still live over there today. So how the hell did that happen? The answer is it didn't happen, because that was referring to America. That wasn't talking about the ancient Babylon. Right? He was prophesying. Some of it was against ancient Babylon, but most of it was against the modern day Babylon. Right? He didn't know that at the time, but that's the way that the Lord set it up. Okay? Very simple. Pretty much that'll, wrap up the lesson there. But hey, man, the moral of the video, man, or the main point I'm trying to get across, man, is that we're in a time now, man, where the Lord's tearing this place down, man. And you see it, man. This place has been, locked down for an entire year, man. Everybody's, scared of this whole Corolla, 19 thing. This place is being thrown down, man. That's why the scriptures say what? Thus with violence should that great city Babylon be thrown down. And that's what's going on, man. With violence, this place is being thrown down. That's why you got uproars of the people, man. You got, these people getting financially desperate. That's why these people, are. I mean, hell, man, on Black Friday, man, where I used to live, man, they had somebody who got shot and killed over a damn parking spot, man. Not too far from where I'm at. Last year, man. It shows you, man. Right? That's with violence the Lord's bringing this place down. And then we haven't even sold anything yet, man. Right? You haven't sold anything yet. This is just the beginning, man. This is just the beginning of what the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahshai is going to bring upon this nation, man. Okay, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. He's bringing this nation down, man. And when I say this nation, I'm referring to America, but not just America, man. All right, all nations of the world are going to be brought down low. Okay, all nations are going to be brought down under submission to Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. Right, all worlds. We can call them worlds because nations in the Bible can be referred to as worlds because, for one example of that, would be what? John 3:16, for the Lord so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, whosoever believes in him would not perish but have everlasting life. Now that world was talking about the nation of Israel, because if you go to Isaiah 45 and verse 17, it says that Israel shall be an everlasting world. Okay, so yeah, we can call them, right, all worlds, right, all nations are going to be brought under the dominion of Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ. Okay? But anyway, that's going to wrap up the listen there. I hope that was edifying. Anybody that made it this far into the video, put hashtag build in the comment section down below. That being said, I'm going to say shalom.